Hey guys, Fred here with some tips for building your Premier Designs jewelry business with your wife. Now to make it real easy, I've got 5 points for you and I've set it up as the word FLIRT. So the letter F, that's for finances. You need to make sure that you and your wife are on the same financial page when it comes to Premier. You might be thinking new TV, new car, new house, new boat. She might be thinking, let's pay the bills. Whatever it is that you want out of your Premier business, make sure that you're on the same page, okay? Finances, because that will affect the letter L in FLIRT, which is lifestyle. She might be thinking, let's go out to eat, let's go to the movies, let's get the kids in this new activity, we can buy them their uniforms and their registration fees and we can travel with them. You might be thinking, hey, you know what, let's fix up the house, let's do some repair and some renovation. And those are all lifestyle choices. So make sure that you agree on what you're going to do with your finances and how it's going to affect your lifestyle, because that's going to take us to the next letter, which is the letter I, and that's investment. 2 investments that you have to make with Premier. One is the time itself, because you might be thinking, you know what? She can do 4 to 8 shows a week, and your wife might be thinking, I can only handle 2 to 4 shows a month. So whatever that time investment is, you need to be on the same page, because for every home show that your wife is going to be doing, she's going to be doing some hostess coaching. And along with every show that she does, there's going to be some follow-up calls that's going to require her time. She may have to call on some prospects because they're interested in the business, and that's all going to take time. Additionally, she also needs to spend some time promoting her business, whether she's networking or getting out there and just meeting new people, going to events so that they know that she is the new jewelry lady or their favorite jewelry lady in town. Another time investment is training, because we all know that we didn't come into this business knowing what to do, and we can always get better at what we're doing and encourage others along the way. What Elizabeth and I do is we make training nights date nights. I go to training with her. We'll either get a bite to eat beforehand or go out and get something, maybe some coffee afterwards, and we'll talk about what it is that they discuss during training, how that applies to us, and how we're going to implement that, which helps us to stay on the same financial page and also helps us to determine which lifestyle investments we want to make, and ultimately it's going to determine how much time and where we spend that time. Now that's one part of the investment, is time. The other part of the investment in FLIRT is money. You need to spend some money in this business. Now, I get a lot of flack from the guys because I believe that nails and hair and clothes, those are all necessary investments. That's what I believe for Elizabeth, because when Elizabeth feels good about herself and she knows that she's looking her best, then she's the most confident and the most relaxed. So when other people come up to her and ask her about the jewelry or they want to know about the business, you know what, Elizabeth doesn't have to think that, maybe I don't look good, maybe I don't feel right about this. I know that that's all been handled. There has to be some level of investment when it comes to money and your Premier business. I'm not saying go out and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on clothes or nails or hair. Just start setting the money aside so that you've got that in the budget, all right? So that's investments. That brings us to the letter R, because you're going to be spending a lot of time doing a lot of things, and she's going to be spending a lot of time and doing a lot of things. She's going to need some rest and relaxation. That's just a mandatory, because we weren't meant to run 24/7 round the clock. And when it comes to things around the home, you know what, guys? Sometimes we can pick up the slack on the dishes, or maybe you like to cook and maybe that's something that you take over. Lots of times if you've got younger kids, your wife, she's going to be just mentally frazzled. Why don't you give her the opportunity to get some rest and some relaxation and say, hey, you know what? Let me take the kids, and you go to the park with them and do something where she doesn't have to be watching over them and caring for them at the time, so she can get some rest and relaxation. And ultimately that leads to the letter T. I've already mentioned it, and that is time. You need to give your wife your time. If she asks you to do something as simple as stamping some catalogs, okay, stamp some catalogs. If she needs some of your time to deliver some jewelry, okay, go and deliver some jewelry. Lots of times she just wants your time to know that you care, and you can really accomplish that just by going to training with her. And then asking her a couple things about what she thought and what she saw. And then so when you put all this together between your finances, your lifestyle, your time investment and your money investment, and allowing her the opportunity for rest and relaxation, that will be time well spent. So guys, get out there, get after it, and get to flirting with your wife in this business. I'll see you back here next time for another business building tip with us guys.